Hello and welcome to the studio. We are back out in the studio and right now it is freezing out there. Oh my god. I was outside taking a few photos before the sun went down. My hands are frozen. You might hear a little bit of a white noise in the background. That is my new Dreo wall heater. Not affiliated. I could be one of those people who reviews it and talks about it and puts an Amazon link because I'm an Amazon affiliate, but can I really be bothered to do all that? Not really. If I do that, it's because something is so good that I absolutely think it's amazing and I can't live without it. It's wonderful and I stand by it. I just got this wall heater for my studio. I'm in a 12 by 14 inch space with 10 windows. It gets very cold here. 8 of the 10 windows are facing north. So in the winter, it is going to be cold in here. So far, I am loving this heater though. This is not a heater review video. This is a little thank you, gratitude, shout out video to some people who have sent me really nice things. It's been a rough couple of months, as you guys know. It's been a rough year, honestly. I've had 2 major losses in September and October, which is why I did not do my usual countdown to Halloween like I do here all the time. God, I'm all itchy. Okay, the wind is crazy. The wind outside right now is straight up scary. It's like frightening. I hope the power doesn't go out. If it gets really dark in here, that'll be crazy. It'll be like, the power could go off in this video. I'm just warning you. If it does, should we just light a bunch of candles? It would keep it very warm in here. But this is kind of a little thank you, gratitude, catch up video. I have not filmed a lot in the last month or anything because I've been dealing with the loss of my dad right on the heels of losing one of our dogs. So I had to take some time off, but I really miss this and I've been working on my studio and making this kind of my little haven and my safe space, and it is now. And you might be going, oh my god, the walls aren't black or purple. It is a color called Hazel Gaze by Sherwin-Williams, and it is the exact color of my husband's eyes. The floor is all black faux marble kind of thing. My desk is black, my chair is black, but I didn't want to do a super dark space in here because it is a recording area. It's also where I write, where I paint, I read. When I'm not doing all those things, it's going to be a guest house for people who come to visit and they can sleep in here. This is actually a bed that I'm sitting on. It's a couch that pulls out into a bed. So I didn't want to make it to anything. A space that I felt really comfortable and cozy in. It is very bright to me. The color is really light. There's a part of me that's like, ooh, I should have done a way darker color, but I love this color. I hope you like it as well. I will give you a full tour of it very soon, I promise. It's kind of a mess right now because I'm moving everything in now. The windows are framed out. I spent an entire day painting all the window frames and the door frames. Most of it was painted, but not all of it. I had to do some patching. Then I had to do some touch-ups on the walls. Took an entire day, but it's so worth it. Plus, I love that this whole place has been a DIY. I put the floor in myself. I saved up and I bought most of the furniture myself, or it was furniture that I repurposed from our house to out here. There's so many cool things to see in this little 12 by 14 space. I will try to film that as soon as I can this weekend because I am excited to share the studio space with you. Thank you everybody for being patient, waiting for me to get through all my stuff I've gone through in the past few months. Frankly, it's been a lot. I can't promise, well, I'm back and I'm all woohoo wee, yay, life's grand. It's losing both of your parents over like 4 years is a lot to process. I have no parents left. It's a lot to process. So it is a process. You never stop grieving. You never stop wishing you could talk to them. And I mostly miss our text messages because I would text him pictures. And I had been texting him all year pictures of this studio. And again, I don't want to get choked up, but he never got to see it finished. Our house is done. As far as the outside, like the siding is done, the stonework is done. I am going to do a full house and studio reveal as soon as I can. The weather's terrible right now, so I can't. But my dad never got to see it finished. But you guys can, so thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for being here, and just being like a cool space. It's such a safe space to know that I had to be offline, you know, off YouTube for a little bit, and I tried to like pop in a little, like, you know, I did a couple of shorts and a couple of community posts. But anyway, thank you. That's all I gotta say. And thank you for friend mail and gifts. A couple of people sent me little gifts. I got some friend mail, so I just want to do that. I know I've already been yapping like 10 minutes. I want to share, this is the first thing I got. This is a strange friend mail. This is actually from Chewy, the dog people. I have been using Chewy for a long time, and they sent me a little gift box. As soon as I saw, I'm like, I didn't order it, and then I opened the card, and I'm like, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. It says, a bond forever lasting. For those of you who don't know, we lost our Italian Greyhound, Eliza, on September 3rd. After a very long bout with cancer, she had 3 kinds of cancer. We actually had to let her go. I had to make the decision and set up a date and a time. It was horrible. So yeah, Prudence is here though, and Prudence is back there. And Prudence is going to have her own video soon as well. Prudence is absolutely a miracle, and I 100% believe that Eliza sent her. 100%. And I think Luna, my Chinese crested I lost a year ago, September 6th, definitely sent Prudence our way. She's named Dear Prudence after the song, and also because one of the last nights I spent with Eliza, I promised her I would get another fawn and white Italian Greyhound, and I promised I would name her Prudence because I used to hold Eliza and I would dance around with her and sing Dear Prudence by Susie and the Banshees to her, and that was kind of her theme song. I was like, God, I'm so depressed now, I can't listen to one of my favorite songs, it's always going to make me sad. But then I realized I don't want to never be able to listen to that song again, so I joked with Eliza. I said, I'm going to find a Prudence. There's going to be a Prudence in our lives. For all the love I can't give Eliza anymore, Prudence is showered with like the love I would give 2 dogs. And Prudence has just been an absolute joy. Not just for me, but she has cheered up Casper so much. Casper was in a really horrible depression. Casper started doing things after we lost Eliza that he had never done. He would go in his crate and he would just hide in there and cry. It was so sad, you guys. It was like heartbreaking. He lost Luna and Eliza, and he came in as a puppy, Casper, our older Italian Greyhound. He's 2 years old now. Both of the girls that he knew and loved were gone. So he was having a hard time. Enid came in as a puppy. She was having a hard time. She was with Eliza for a year and grew up her first year of her life with Eliza. So it was rough on everyone, but I think the shocking thing was how much Enid took to Prudence. Enid and Prudence, if you watch my short, they are obsessed with each other. They sleep together, they follow each other, they do everything. They're like twins. It's kind of weird. And I was really nervous about getting another dog because, you know, you guys know how much Enid means to me. She's like absolutely my soul. She's not my heart dog, she's my soul dog. Enid is my baby bat, my emotional support bat, and my soul dog. I was terrified to bring another dog into the house because I didn't want to change our relationship. I actually have to say Prudence has changed my relationship with Enid for the better. I didn't realize that Enid needed another dog to play with and a dog her size to play with and someone to bond with other than me. And it's made me so happy to see Enid so happy. So Chewy knew that I lost Eliza because I had to change my profile. I got a box in the mail and a card. It says, our hearts go out to you during this difficult time. Saying goodbye to such an amazing companion is never easy. We hope the memories you shared with Eliza bring you comfort and remain in your heart forever. With love, your Chewy family. And it says, always in our heart, forever loved online resources. And they have a little QR code that you can look up like grief resources. So that's kind of cool. This is what I got from Chewy, and there's a little bag. It's like they knew her colors. Somebody at Chewy hand painted this for Eliza. I wish they would have signed the back. I have a pet rock. How does this mean so much to me? Like, seriously. It's a rock, but it feels really good in my hand too. I don't know. Somebody made this with love. You can like feel it. I'm trying not to get choked up. So this is from Chewy. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Chewy. I'm going to tag them in this. I don't know if they'll see it. But Chewy I have been using for years and years and years, forever and ever. I got another card. I'm going to do this one first because this was personal. Because it's someone I know in person. People I know in IRL. So this was just a thinking of you card. And it says, wishing you peace and comfort during the sad time. We're so very sad to learn of your dear dad's passing. Please know that you and all your family are in our thoughts and prayers with big warm hugs, your friends and fellow master gardeners. I really, over the last month, you haven't seen me, last 2 months really, I really embraced getting involved in my Master Gardeners group again. I volunteered at a couple events. I went and worked in one of the gardens, the demo gardens that they have. I went and volunteered at a mushroom workshop that was really fun just about a week and a half ago, and that was amazing. I had such a good time. Just all I do is I just went there and set up chairs. I put all the handouts on the table, and I did post a picture on my Instagram, and a lot of people said congratulations, congratulations. And I think what they thought was that I just became a Master Gardener, but the truth is I've been a Master Gardener for going on 8 years. It'll be 8 years in the spring or something. It'll be like 8 years exactly. I just haven't been super active and going out in public and speaking and all that. And now I'm really ready again to go out and start volunteering and being out in the field more. I've really been doing a lot of research and a lot of one-on-one with people, helping with gardens, talking to neighbors, helping them with their gardens. I've been doing a ton of research for presentations I'm going to be doing. I was supposed to volunteer at the Paw workshop at our local library, and it was the day after my dad's funeral. Kind of knew I wasn't going to be in any shape to go. I wasn't ready to go out in public 6 days after and be at a Master Gardener thing. I was kind of all over the place. So I did go to my P.O. box though 2 times in the last month, and I got some cards. This one, I hope she doesn't mind me sharing this. Roseanne, I hope you don't mind me sharing this. I really want to read this. This one, I'll do this one first. Roseanne sent one and Danny Allen sent one. And I shared this in another video, but I wanted to do a designated. These mean so much to me that I kind of mentioned them in passing and stuff, but this was one that Danny sent me for Eliza, and it says, soft snuggles and wet noses, happy hellos and loyal friendships, always remembered and always, always love. Thinking of you with sympathy. And it says, dear Marion family, I didn't want to read Danny's whole thing because it's like private, but I want to read you a little bit of it. She said, we've exchanged messages about our losses, but I've never expressed how grateful I am for you and your videos. So she talked about a whole bunch of her losses. So we are, Danny, I know, virtual hug, bring it in, virtual hugs to Danny and everybody else who's lost pets and family. Pets are family, pets, parents, family members, whoever, virtual hugs right now, group hug. She said, being able to sit and watch you share makeup looks or talk about your life and family brought me so much peace during times of tremendous grief and sorrow. I'm trying not to cry. My deepest condolences on beautiful Eliza's passing. I hope to meet her when I join my fur babies beyond the Rainbow Bridge. Love and comfort to you and yours, Danny Allen, a huge YouTube fan. The thing that kills me is, like, I've never met Danny, and I've never met Roseanne, who sent me this card. And you guys, like, just the couple of cards and the couple little gifts I've gotten mean so much, because people I know in real life haven't even sent me cards. Oh, I had one more card upstairs from a friend in Michigan, a friend of a friend named Angel. She left a sympathy card for my dad. I was staying at Jamie's and she went to his house and taped it to Jamie's door for me. So Angel's probably not watching this, but thank you for the card, Angel. I totally forgot to text you and thank you. So this is from Roseanne and this says memories. And she said, dear Mary, I subscribed to your YouTube channel after Peter Mon mentioned you. I'm a silent fan as I don't leave comments. That is absolutely fine. I didn't leave comments on Peter's videos for like, I watched his drama videos back in the day because I watched Sanders Kennedy like religiously before he kind of went off the deep end and really messed up. You know what I'm saying? If you were there, if you know, you know. So I was familiar with Peter Mon's videos because Peter Mon, Sanders Kennedy, and Rich Lux were doing drama videos. This is when Rich Lux was like really heavy before he lost weight. And he was just in this tiny little shoebox of like, it looked like he was in a closet. Remember that? Oh my God. I didn't leave comments on Peter Mon's videos until like 2021 or 2. I mean, I never did. I watched him for years. Never left a comment. I would like his videos and stuff, but I would never leave a comment. I didn't comment on anyone's videos. I think it wasn't until like 2022 maybe that I started commenting on people's videos. So I watched for a long time. But Roseanne said, but I like every video you put out. Very much like your content. I'm so sorry for your losses. I know how hard it is. May the memories of your father and precious pup sustain you, your loyal fan with love, Roseanne. And then the little card says, let them fill your mind, warm your heart, and lead you through. That is such a great saying. I love memories. Let them fill your mind, warm your heart, and lead you through. Anytime I'm feeling really sad, like Roseanne, I will always keep this card because I love that sentiment. So thank you, Danny and Roseanne, for those. This is crazy. Sonny sent me this. I have a Headless Horseman card from Sweden. Sanit's, my dear friend, who I will tag below, said, Happy Halloween, Mare and the whole family. Hope you guys have a great spooky time. Goth hugs from Sanit's. There's this very cool little raven there. I'm going to frame this, Sanit's, and it's going to be in the studio. I'm getting a frame for that. Oh my god. It's a pop-up headless horseman. This has to go on my shelf back here. I think it should go up on my shelf. My husband wants me to keep it in the house, though. It says, pull for note. Happy Halloweeny, bestie. Hear the hoofbeats echo, a chilling fright. The headless horseman awaits a ghostly Halloween night. There we go. Okay, that's the whole thing. So this one's from Jamie. And my friend Angela in California, who I have talked about. I did the, oh, you know what? Angela sent me this. Let's do Angela's, and then we're doing Danny's last, because Danny sent me something else that came to my P.O. box. We're going to do Angela's first. Angela sent me this huge-ass box. I was like, what the heck? You guys. Angela's my best friend who lives in Cali, and we've been friends since 2nd grade. I don't think Jamie and Angela know me the best, and this is what Angela sent me. This is the most gorgeous pillow. Look at the green. And look how well it matches my studio. I believe I sent her pictures of my studio, so she knew. This is all like embroidered and velvet and fur. And I had to sign for this, you guys. This box, it's, wait, let me show you. Look, signature required. She made me sign for it. I am guessing that this was something she did not want to get lost anywhere, but the detail is amazing. Witch's brew, caution, poison. She is going to live right there. Okay, here's my card. Here's my card. There it is. All right, card from Angela. Perhaps they are not stars in the sky, but rather openings where the love of our lost one shines down to let us know they are happy. Eskimo proverb. And then she wrote, there's a little spider web, and it says, Boo, Mare sending all my love and a little something for your studio or the Jeep. Hope you like it. Angela and Colin, XOXO, little paw print. So that's from Angela. I already thanked Angela profusely in a text message. I absolutely love this pillow. I could keep it in the Jeep, but I'd rather keep it in here because I think now I'm spending more time in here. Last one is from Danny. I get this box and I'm like, did I order a candle and have it sent to my P.O. box? And then I didn't look at the candle yet, Danny. I just opened it. There's a card and it says, Mare, hope this candle brings you a little joy. Danny Allen. And thank you for your, these are hand poured soy candles by Jackie. Centrella Candles, Centrella candles from Arizona, and it's at Centrella Candles. I'm gonna have to look them up. CentrellaCandles.com. And let's pull up a candle. Arizona Monsoon, made with creosote. That's gonna smell so good in here. Oh, there's little herbs in the top. Oh my God. Oh my God. Straight up petrichor. We've got major earthy petrichor vibes, but really nailed it with like the desert after a storm. And I've been in the desert after a storm. This smells amazing. Wow. 100% soy wax. Phthalate-free fragrance, hand poured in Phoenix. So here's the label, just so you can see it in case you want to look it up. I want to keep it in here. I want to keep it like on one of my shelves. I'm debating if I want to put it on that table. I'd like to put it up on this shelf. I may put it back there. I'm not sure. She won Best of the Valley 2023 and 2025. So here's the name again. Here, I'm going to hold this up so you can see it. And she has like Instagram and all the socials. But it is Centrella Candles. Oh my God, Danny, brings me so much joy. Not just the candle, I mean, like just getting the card. You didn't even have to send the candle, just so you guys know. I did open the card to see who this, because I was like, did I order something? Or then I didn't know if like a candle company sent me something to review, because I've reviewed candles before. And I do have candles to review soon. Couple. I really have stopped buying candles until I burn through all the candles I have. And now I'm getting gifted candles, so I'll have more to do. I'm going to leave the envelope with the poem back there. So thank you everybody for the gifts. Angela, Roseanne, Danny, Chewy. It's just so nice. And Sanit's and my friend Jamie, who sent me cards. You guys never have to send me anything. I do have a P.O. box below, but you know, I never like, God, my hair is so flat. I had a hat on. I had a hat on for my last video and smushed my bangs all down. I never like look for people to send me anything, but I definitely am gonna get on doing some giveaways again because I have some stuff to give away. I have accidentally purchased a couple. I put in an order to Gourmand Girls, you guys, and I accidentally ordered 2 of one palette, and I'm like, shit. But I've been gone for so long, so I think to thank you guys, I'm going to do a palette giveaway soon. And I might also do a candle giveaway, might also do a book giveaway. I don't know. I got to get back on my booktube channel. I'm going to be recording a huge like thrift books haul because I've been reading like crazy. If you are keeping score, for my Goodreads challenge, my challenge was to read 125 books this year. I am at 119. I will be done soon. What have I been doing since I have been doing all these YouTube videos? Books, books, books constantly. Audiobooks, reading books. I usually listen to audiobooks during the day, and when I'm working at my job, I can listen to audiobooks, so that's cool. And when I'm painting and when I'm working in here, audiobooks. Then when I'm done at night, I read regular books. Also, I wake up at between 3:30 and 5:30 in the morning now. I've been doing that for about 2 months. I'm one of those weirdos who wakes up at 5 a.m. or before, and I sit and I read in the morning. It's like my quiet time, and I'll read, and then I'll study my German, which is something I've been doing for 4 years. And I usually try to watch some videos, YouTuber videos, in the evenings too, but I always fall asleep listening to videos. It happens every time. Peter Mon just said in a vlog, he said Alex falls asleep because he thinks Peter's voice is soothing, and Peter's like, oh my god, my voice is not soothing. I'm like, girl, my iPad is right here behind my head on my little nightstand thing, and I have my iPad on, and I put on one of his vlogs or his book reviews or something. Not the drama videos. The drama videos I will not fall asleep to. They're too funny, and he's loud and he's being goofy. I don't sleep to those, but the vlogs and some of the reviews and things, like, I'm telling you, 10 minutes in, I'm sleeping. So, yeah. You know, it's nice. It's good for him because I let the whole video run. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, my iPad's dead and the video's got the little, you know, restarted thing, the little circle with the arrow. Anyway, thank you everybody for everything. Stay tuned for more. I am back. I'm so excited to be back wherever you are, whatever time you're watching this. Sending you lots of love, especially if you're going through something, if you've recently lost someone, or even if you haven't really recently lost someone and you lost them a long time ago and you're still hurting from it, trust me, you're not alone. It never gets easier, the missing anyone. It doesn't get easier, but you can find your way through. And like that card said with the memories, you know, you let things help you find your way through. You can't avoid the grief, but you can make your way through it. You have to navigate through it. I hate to say this, but I've learned to navigate through grief so much better now than I ever have in the years before, and it's because I've gone through so many losses. I lost my brother, lost my mom, lost my dad, lost 2 cousins. On October 23rd, also, I have to say, wherever she is, my Aunt Rita passed away, who was my mom's closest sister. They were like, they could have basically been twins. Aunt Rita and my mom were inseparable. Aunt Rita was the aunt I was closest to the first 5 years of my life. We lived only like 5 or 10 minutes away from each other. My mom and my Aunt Rita would drop off the kids at each other's houses. They would take turns, and I would stay with my Aunt Rita and my cousins. So the first 5 years of my life, it was very formative being with her, and she passed away on October 23rd, which October 24th was my mom's birthday. And October 25th would have been my mom and dad's wedding anniversary. So it's been something. Good things have happened though. The house is done. Our siding is done. All of the outside, that stuff's done. My studio's done. Prudence has come into our life. So many good things have happened, and I have really been leaning into my friends in real life and the Master Gardeners, and getting back into gardening again, and the Master Gardeners volunteering. If you are suffering through grief, if you are really struggling, everyone's gonna navigate it differently, but may I, before I go, make a suggestion? The first instinct, and this is my instinct, this is why I didn't record for the past month. My instinct is to go inward and be quiet and not want to talk. Peter Mon is great, and I complimented him on this. He talks through his grief. He has talked through everything and all of his losses and all of his things he's gone through. The man does not miss a vlog, okay? Very rarely misses a vlog. When he was dealing with losing his dog Boo last year. He shared that every day, no matter how hard it was with Boo. He was online, he was uploading vlogs talking about the process of dealing with what he was dealing with. That takes a lot of strength. And also, I think it's just a different personality. It's not necessarily that, if you can't get on camera and talk about it, or if you can't talk to someone in person, or if you don't want to talk about your grief, it doesn't mean you're not strong. It just means you process it in a different way. I wish, in a way, I could have processed my grief the way Peter did, and I wish I could have just come on every day and vlogged and done videos and vlogged and done videos. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. It just didn't feel, I just didn't want to talk. And for me, who's yappy yapperson over here, that's saying a lot. It's bad if I don't want to talk. I didn't want to talk to friends. I didn't want to talk to family. I didn't want to talk to my husband. I just did a lot of inward. It was like the shadow work kind of thing, if you're familiar with that term. Doing a lot of shadow work, really exploring, like, who am I now? Where am I now mentally, emotionally? What is going on? But the thing is, you can do the shadow work, you could do that, but you can't live in that, and you can't stay in it and use it as a crutch. And you get to a point where you're like, I can't hide anymore. There becomes a point where you're dealing with it, and then internally and quietly and in solitude. I deal with grief in solitude. That's the way I process it the best. I need the whole world to be quiet, especially my ducks, and I need quiet all around me. I need peace. And that's how I process my grief. And then I have to force myself out of that, because I get in that solitude and that quiet, and I love it, and I don't want to interact with anyone anymore. So I have to pull myself out of that. And I have to say, okay, now it's the time to kick myself out of the nest. It's time to get out of the cocoon and come back out again and be in the world again and interact with people. I may retreat again and go back into the cocoon and work through grief and then come out again and rinse and repeat. But you can't live in the solitude and in the grief and in the darkness. You have to push yourself out of it. And every time you push yourself out of it a little bit, even if you just go out to coffee with someone, or you reach out to someone and talk to them on the phone, or you write somebody a letter or an email, I don't know. But if you can't talk in person, send them a text, a really long text to a friend saying, hey, sorry I haven't talked to you. I've been hiding out. This has been really hard for me. Da-da-da-da-da. You do baby steps, right? So my baby steps were like going out volunteering with the Master Gardeners, because I'm with a whole bunch of strangers who don't know what happened to me. So that was like an easy thing for me to move into, because when you're around people that they're like, how are you? How have you been? I'm so sorry. And you're like, la 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 la. I really don't want to, I don't want to hear that anymore. It's confronting it in public, in front of a face, in front of a person and it's like, until you're ready to do that, maybe you're really comfortable at doing that immediately when you lose someone. I am not. So all this to say, one thing that will always make me feel better, and it may help some of you out there, is getting out and volunteering, doing something for somebody else. If you can volunteer a shelter or a food pantry, something like that. Something positive. For me, I love gardening. I love sharing my passion for plants and gardening and all that. And even though I didn't do the mushroom presentation, I was just there supporting the people doing it. I was there with other people who just find so much joy in gardening and plants. And that's, again, a very solitude, peaceful thing for me, is my gardening. Makes me heal. Gardening heals my spirit and my soul. I got a lot of new plants. I've been propagating a lot of plants. Maybe I'll talk about that in a video. Where was I going with this? Anyway, yeah, so you have to get out of yourself, though. You have to get out of yourself. You have to go out and do things. Speaking of, if you want to chat about grief and loss or anything in the comments, I read all my comments, you guys. I get some great ideas for videos from my comments from you, so please feel free to comment. Maybe share things that you would like to hear me talk about. Anyway, it's been tough. Thank you for bearing with me, and if you've been here this long, thanks. Feel free to chat in the comments. I really want my channel to be a place where we can all share stories and communicate and have a great community. I do not tolerate people being mean or bullying or judgmental here. We are all going through stuff, and if you haven't gone through anything, then you're lucky. Consider yourself very blessed. If you're a human on this planet and you have not experienced loss, you will. That's all I'm going to say. That is a reality. It is a fact. You will experience it. And when you do, you will understand. And it sucks. I just want anyone who's going through some stuff to know you are not alone. All of us who have experienced it and who have loved and lost people, that were our lives and our loves and meant the world to us. You know, you go through your life not the same person anymore, but that's okay. I told my dad before he passed away, my last visit with him, I said, Dad, anytime you go, I'm probably not going to be here. I'm probably going to be in Pennsylvania and I'm not going to get to say goodbye. But I was holding his hand and we were like nose to nose. And I said, you're never going to be really gone because you're right here. And he's here. I look like my dad, you guys, it's really weird. My friends always say that. My dad, without all the makeup and the weird hair. My dad was not a goth, but he did have white hair that was beautiful. But I told my dad, I said, Dad, you are never going to truly be gone because as long as I am on this planet, walking and living and breathing and doing things and making you proud and making Mom proud, you are alive. He lives in me. Your DNA, everything that makes up you is in me. You are never going to be truly gone. And I think that's the way we really have to look at it when we lose family is we are connected by something stronger than just their presence in our lives. And it's easy to really miss. What we miss is their presence in our lives. But remember, they're in here and you carry them with you. And you know what's great about that? Nobody can take it away. Not even the Grim Reaper or whatever God or spirit you believe in. Nobody can take away the part of them that made you who you are. So take that with you. And thanks again, everybody. I said I wasn't going to chat all night. Now I have. I'm out of here. See you. I love you all. See you in the next one. Bye.